This is my presentation on the effects of social networking sites on an individual's life. Social networking sites have had various effects on individuals' lives. These sites can either have a positive or negative impact, i.e. addiction, mental health issues, etc. This presentation will focus on the role and effects that social networking sites can have in a person's life. Social network sites can hinder or help a person's life tremendously. It can bring people great convenience, and it can also cause a great amount of psychological issues. Some of the effects of consistent use of social networking sites can result in SNS addiction or social networking sites addiction, as well as procrastination and depressive symptoms. The average person uses social network sites approximately 8 hours a day. Dependency is a natural result of extensive use. Social network sites have been ingrained into society's day-to-day routines. For example, SNS, or social networking sites, are used heavily in the workplace for interactions between and within organizations. As stated previously, excessive use of SNS can lead to addiction, which can be very detrimental to an individual's well-being. A common assessment used to acquire these findings is social cognitive theory. Social cognitive theory is used as a framework because it facilitates continuous and reciprocal interaction among behavior, personal factors, and the environment of the assessed. Since the use of social network sites are very prevalent in most individuals' lives, this creates great concern as far as possible long-term effects that can take place towards a person's mental health wellness. Even though social networking sites were created to connect people with one another, they have been proven to provide the opposite results and have made it even harder for people to be more connected amongst one another. People tend to be more disconnected from their personal and social lives. This further plays on to the extent of how social networking sites can affect mental health. Isolation is a direct line to a decrease in someone's mental health or deterioration. Disconnected practices are portrayed in a user's decisions regarding to the extent of which their connection and disconnection through a site or sites will be determined, whether it will be manually or automatically, if the decision is made via human or through non-human activity. Disconnection can arise in relationships. It can affect how someone associates with others, the level of discernment used regarding befriending others and other users, and can also play a role into the user's identity due to online anonymity. These actions can lead to isolation. It can also lead to consequences in the workplace and a decline, as stated previously, in mental health, self-esteem, along with other issues. People tend to have different personalities on social networking sites, which can lead to an individual being presenting themselves in one way online and displaying themselves in an entirely different way in reality. This is a dual personality, which can create conflict internally. This disturbance can also be displayed externally and can lead to friction in other areas of the individual's life. An example of this conflict would be a rise in crimes due to the overuse of social networking sites. These findings do suggest that the integration of social networking sites resulted in having a negative impact on society. But I would take these findings as a warning or suggestion against having an extensive use of these sites. Many of these findings and or theories were obtained by analyzing an individual's habits, tracking their communication and interaction between those in their friend network, for example, degree centrality, assessing their weak ties and their interaction with online strangers. These are some of the effects that social networking sites have on an individual's lives, but they do not pertain to every individual that uses social media or social networking sites. They can vary due to a person's behavior, their characteristics, character traits, their willpower, their overall sense of self, and their current mindset and reality. If this person tends to isolate naturally, then they could have a lot in common with these negative effects or negative impacts. Anyone that uses social networking sites gradually can use it to their benefit. For example, using LinkedIn or Facebook to connect with old classmates or to find a job in your career path. The use of social networking, as stated previously, can help or hinder your life greatly. It all depends on the intent and the amount of time that you put towards it. Thank you.